Hey there, ambitious and successful men. Are you tired of constantly being in reactive mode? Do you find yourself getting distracted and unable to focus on what truly matters? Well, my friend, I have a solution for you that will revolutionize the way you live and work. Most people go through life just reacting to the demands of others. They work on tasks until someone comes along and interrupts them, shifting their focus away from their own goals and priorities. Trust me, I get it. It's easy to all into this trap, whether it's at home or in the office. But let me tell you, this constant state of reaction is not going to get you where you want to be in life. Now take a look at your calendar. What do you see? I bet you'll find a bunch of meetings, appointments, and personal events. But what you won't see on 98 of calendars is time purposely blocked out for thinking. Blocks of 1, 2, or even 3 hours with no agenda, no additional attendees, just pure thinking time. You see, time is our most precious resource, and how we spend it directly impacts every area of our lives. If you want a better body, you need to spend more time eating right and exercising. If you want to be a better partner or parent, you need to spend more time actively listening and engaging. It all boils down to the choices you make with your time. One of the keys to working on the right things and making progress is revisiting your goals and strategy on a regular basis. Yes, it's important to have discussions with colleagues, partners, and family members, but you also need dedicated alone time to lay your cards on the table and think deeply about what's working and what's not. So, what should you think about during your designated thinking time? Well, there are a few key areas to focus on. First, assess the state of your important relationships. Are they thriving or in need of attention? Next, identify the goals that you're not making progress on and analyze why that might be the case. Look ahead and prepare for upcoming challenges or opportunities. Consider what changes you need to make in your approach. Reflect on new skills you need to acquire and why they are essential. And of course, take some time to evaluate your happiness and determine what adjustments need to be made. Now, I am sure you already spend some time thinking about these things, but my guess is that it's in small chunks, maybe 10 or 20 minutes here and there. What I am proposing is something more profound. I am talking about scheduling in 1 or 2 hours each week to sit in a quiet place, free from distractions, and think deeply about these important aspects of your life. Let me give you an example from my own experience. When I was preparing to launch my previous company, I set aside 5 hours each week just for thinking. During that time, I was completely unavailable to the outside world. I turned off my phone, closed my email, put my Mac on Do Not Disturb mode, and even placed a Do Not Disturb until 2 p.m. sign on my door. Or those 5 hours I would just sit in silence, not trying to check off any tangible tasks or goals. I would focus solely on my thoughts, addressing important matters that were top of mind. This habit of dedicated thinking time is not unique to me. It's a strategy used by incredibly successful individuals like Beyoncé, Bill Clinton, Roger Federer, Richard Branson, and Tony Robbins. Now, you might be wondering how much thinking time you really need and which day is best for it. Well, the answers will differ for each individual, but let me share what worked for me. I found Monday mornings from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Friday afternoons from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. to be the most effective times for my thinking sessions. I simply created recurring events in my calendar for those times, labeling them as thinking time. It may sound simple, but if you commit to this practice, it has the power to transform your life. So why not give it a try? Block out some dedicated thinking time in your calendar, find a quiet space, and let your thoughts guide you towards greater clarity and success. I promise you won't be disappointed. All right, my friend. I hope this video has inspired you to take action and start implementing this powerful habit of thinking time. Remember, you're the captain of your own ship, and only by taking intentional time to think can you chart the course to the life you truly desire. Before I go, I have a question for you. What actions from this video are you going to implement in your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video valuable and it has made a positive impact on your life, consider giving back by leaving a tip proportional to the value you received. You can find the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay ambitious, stay focused, and keep striving for greatness. Earlier this year, I came across a book called The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. Although I can't say I am on the brink of wealth just yet, one principle from the book has profoundly impacted me, and I believe it applies to all areas of life. Wattles writes about the importance of impressing others, ensuring they feel they'll benefit from associating with us. He emphasizes the need to provide greater use value than the cash value we receive from them. By genuinely taking pride in his approach and making it known to everyone, we can attract a constant flow of customers. People are naturally drawn to places where they experience growth and increase. I like to refer to this principle as value asymmetry, which involves constantly striving to provide more value to others than we receive from them. This concept is based on reciprocity, a fundamental social psychology principle. Essentially, most people feel compelled to repay others for what they have been given. A fascinating experiment conducted in 1974 by sociologists Philip Kunz and Michael Woolcott highlights this principle of reciprocity. They sent handwritten Christmas cards to nearly 600 strangers. Surprisingly, around 20 of the recipients, oblivious to who the senders were, felt the need to reciprocate the gesture and sent their own cards back. The experiment demonstrated the power of reciprocation. Marketers understand this principle well and invest significant time and effort into ensuring customers feel they are receiving more value than they pay for. When customers feel this way, they often become loyal and even invest in the brand's growth. This principle is applicable not only in professional relationships but also in all aspects of our lives. About a year ago, I was having coffee with someone I had recently met. In the course of our conversation, he asked me if there was anything he could help me with. His sincere question caught me off guard, but I managed to come up with something. He went on to assist me in tackling a persistent issue that had been weighing on my mind. He provided me with value without expecting anything in return. Now, whenever he reaches out to me through text, call, or email, I make sure to respond promptly. Our relationship has flourished because we have shown a willingness to create value for each other. Today, I actively seek out opportunities to apply the principle of value asymmetry. I ask people about their current projects and actively look for ways to offer a SSI stance. When I do this, not only do I experience a sense of fulfillment, but positive things also tend to follow. People stay in touch, leading to great conversations and unexpected opportunities. It's important to remember that creating value doesn't always require grand gestures. Even small acts of going above and beyond can make a significant impact. For instance, if someone emails you with a question, provide a comprehensive answer rather than a simple one. If a friend comes to mind, take a moment to send them an encouraging text for no particular reason. Let others know that associating with you will result in their own growth and increase, just as Wattles described. So, embrace the principle of value asymmetry in your interactions. Strive to give more than you receive, and watch as the universe responds in kind. By providing value that surpasses your own gains, you'll attract positivity, growth, and numerous opportunities back into your life. Before we conclude, I want to leave you with a question. What actions will you take to apply the principle of value asymmetry and create more value for others? Share your thoughts and intentions in the comments below, and let's continue this growth journey together. And if you found value in this video, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you received. You can find the link in the video description. Your contribution helps support the channel and enables us to continue creating valuable content. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Blink, blink, blink. My cursor pulsed on the blank page. I wrote a sentence and then deleted every word. I stood up 6 times for coffee in 2 hours. Surprisingly, my page would still be blank when I returned. I wanted to start a blog. I wanted to start a business. I wanted to change the world. But all those things invite ridicule. I had a fear of being ridiculed. So I sat safely in the corner dumping ideas into my hard drive where they collected dust. One day a friend of mine told me something which changed my perspective forever. He said this: nobody cares what you are doing. Far from being depressing, this was the most liberating thing I ever discovered. Obscurity is not a problem. It's an opportunity. It allows you to lay the first brick in your idea without a judging panel. Then you might find the confidence to lay another, and then another. Safe in your shroud of being a nobody, you have full reign to take whatever type of material you like and build whatever type of legacy you want. Eventually, why you will fail in front of somebody. It might hurt a little. It might hurt a lot. When the raw emotions fade though, you'll look around and realize something: you were still alive yesterday. I got a letter from a publisher which began, "Dear author, it hurt a lot, but I am still alive. Oh, and as a reminder, thought does not conquer fear. Plans do not conquer fear. Ideas do not conquer fear. Encouragement does not conquer fear. Friends do not conquer fear. Action conquers fear. As a matter of fact, it may be the only thing that does. But how do you take action? How do you overcome the fear of being ridiculed and start building your ideas? Well, it all starts with a simple step: embrace your obscurity. Instead of hiding your ideas and dreams, embrace them and bring them to the world. You may not have a massive following or a famous name, but you have something far more valuable: the freedom to create without judgment. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I do that? How do I overcome the fear and start taking action? Here's the secret: start small. Take that first step, even if it feels insignificant. Write that blog post, launch that YouTube channel, or start that business. Embrace the fact that you are starting from obscurity and use it to your advantage. Remember, nobody cares what you're doing right now, and that's a good thing. It means you can experiment, make mistakes, and learn without the weight of others' expectations. It means you can build your ideas and your legacy on your own terms. But here's the catch: start and keep going. Don't let the fear of failure or ridicule hold you back. Take consistent action, even if it's just one small step every day. It's the accumulation of these small steps that will lead to significant progress and success. And when you do fail in front of somebody, don't let it crush you. Embrace the pain, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward, because the truth is, failure is not the end. It's just another stepping stone on the path to success. So, my friend, I challenge you to embrace your obscurity. Take action, build your ideas, and create your legacy without the fear of being ridiculed. Remember that your journey starts from a place of freedom, a place where nobody cares what you're doing. Use that freedom to your advantage and let it propel you towards your dreams. And now, I want to ask you a question: what action will you take today? What small step will you commit to, knowing that your obscurity is your superpower? Leave your answer in the comments below, and let's start this journey together. Remember, the power to overcome fear and build your dreams lies within you. And one last thing before we end this video. If you found this message valuable and it resonated with you, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. Your contribution will help us continue creating content that inspires and empowers others. The link to show your support is in the description below. Thank you for watching, and remember, embrace your obscurity and take action. You have the power to create your own legacy.